Good morning, my name is Chris. Welcome to my shop. Make the first cut, or maybe it's good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you're watching the video. I'm just trying to be polite here, okay? Don't have a project build for you today. I have a couple tips I'd like to pass along to you, some shop tips basically. And these aren't novel or revolutionary by any means. They're simple. They've been out there for a long time. But if by chance you're not familiar with them, I'll introduce you to them because I had to actually do them for myself this week. So I took you along with the process. So we'll get that done. There's a jig I want to show you how to build because I haven't seen it actually used or utilized very much. At least not here on YouTube. And then I'll have another little quick tip, because if you're paying close attention, you notice there's been a slight change in my shop. And that'll take 2 seconds, but maybe you'll find that helpful. And I've also got some people I want to thank. So if you're ready, I'm ready. I'll quit talking, we'll get busy. Okay, if you have some of the same equipment that I do, for instance these little roller stands, I use them as an outfeed table for my table saw. When I'm ripping long pieces of wood, I need something to catch up coming off the end of the saw. And these can be real helpful, especially being one person in a shop, it's like a third hand. But they have an annoying habit of sometimes when you're doing wood that's either heavy or may possibly even bent a little bit, the wood will hit here and it'll tip these things over as opposed to riding on the top and being the helpful hand that you need them to be. But there's an easy solution for that, and it's like I said, it's not novel, it's been out there for eons, and it involves 3 boards. So everything that we're going to be doing today, we're going to be making out of my scrap wood pile that I have available to me. So what do you say we head over there and make this thing, this jig happen, and make that annoying little problem go away? All right, probably the simplest thing you can probably do in your shop today. I mean, really, why I haven't done this before now, I have no clue. We're talking about 3 boards, cut and separated just so they fit over the top of these rollers, and it essentially turns these little roller stands into what is essentially a pivoting outfeed table. And it eliminates that annoying problem that happens from time to time with these things tipping over. So Real easy, real simple. What do you say we move on and make a jig? There you go, that's what this is, hidden spline jig. It's basically just a way for you to cut your own splines, keep them invisible, but yet reinforce a simple miter joint, because there may be instances where you don't want to have the splines actually shown on the corner. You don't want to call attention to the joinery. Perhaps you have a nice top or something on it that you'd rather call the attention to, but yet you still want to reinforce this miter joint. This will allow you to do it. And I apologize because I actually wanted this to be the demonstration piece that I was showing you, and I somehow lost the footage, and by the time I realized the footage was gone, I already had this glued and clamped up and done, so I quickly grabbed just a couple of scraps and did this way for you, so you can see what basically this was intended to do. You could use a biscuit joiner on this if you wanted to, but you're limited on the size of the biscuit and the thickness of that biscuit too. This, if you use it with a router, you can use whatever router bit you want, make the cut as long or as short as you want, things of that nature, so it's just a different option that you can do. Hidden spline jig. Simple as that. Okay, the last thing I wanted to show you today was the difference that in my shop than you guys saw it, and it's that I painted the top of my workbench white. I just have a piece of plywood as a top to my workbench, so I have no problem doing that. I wouldn't suggest that this be an answer for anybody who has a nice, butcher block countertop or, a Robu style bench. I mean, certainly not. But if you're just dealing with a piece of plywood, it's an option, and I'll tell you why. It was born out of frustration. I don't know about you, but I have the habit of losing things in plain sight all the freaking time. I will be working on something, whether it's a washer or a screw or a nail or something that I just set aside because I'm just going to pick it up and use it, and then all of a sudden it's gone. It's like the shop gnomes came and took it. You're looking around for something that's basically hidden in plain sight. Well, I solved that problem as far as my workbench did, because that happened to me earlier this week, and I said, that's it, I'm doing this. And so if you're not going to miss anything on a white workbench top. I'm not going to lose anything in plain sight anymore, at least up here. Now, if it falls on the floor, different story. I'm not painting the floor white, but that's an answer to a simple problem. If you're like me and your crap seems to just disappear in front of you, and it's like hiding in plain sight, might be an option. Let's wrap this thing up by giving some folks a few thank yous, because I truly appreciate these. My buddy, Chris Ahern, Krista Wheeler, Old Cranky Workshop, sent me his sticker. Chris, thank you so much, I appreciate it. And also, CTW Wheelchair Road Racing, there you go. Chris Pine sent me his sticker too. Chris, thank you so much. I'm going to leave a link to all these guys' YouTube channels down below, so please check them out if you're not familiar with them already. Carol Kolonowski, my buddy, KK Make, all the way from the UK. Thank you, Carol, I appreciate it. And then also my other friend, my good friend Ronnie Sutton, sent me his. Remember Ronnie? He was the title sponsor in the 2x4 contest this year. He's got a sticker. It's a wood thing. So Ronnie, thanks so much. Let me take these guys, put them up on the shop cabinet, and until next week, you guys have yourself a good one. But get out in your shop, make that first cut, get something done. All right, I'll talk to you later.